Good morning. Here we are at Darwin Airport again. There's your pickup zone. And we will head out. This is part 2 of video just showing driving from the airport into the city. The previous video was going to the casino. This one will be cutting down Bagot Road through Stewart Park into Mitchell Street to the Hilton. So it's just to show you what's happening in Darwin at the moment. It's getting into our wet season. We've got a lot of road construction happening right now at the entrance to the airport and the exit, of course. It will make it definitely better. It was a bit of a hodgepodge previously. Got a massive big roundabout there, which hopefully makes things a little bit easier. So I think they realise that the majority of people that travel from the airport, from the city to the airport, will come through this way just as we're turning left. So there's going to be a couple more roundabouts just here on our right. So we're just going to head down this road here. It's on the right where all those trees are. That's where Rapid Creek actually collects all the runoff water from the airport area, and that will continue on for probably about 3 kilometres towards the Rapid Creek River mouth, which is over at probably the beginning of Casuarina Beach. So yeah, as you can see, lots of clouds around, can be isolated. I think there's been a little bit of rain right here, and you can see a few drops on the windscreen. And I'm quite impressed that this old GoPro is picking up the blue sky as well as the clouds. And as we turn around, you'll probably see that a little bit better. That's where the sun is, of course. But yeah, a bit of blue sky trying to peek through. So this is running parallel to McMillan's Road. So we're just going through a few buildings here. We've got a trampoline centre, we've got ice skating on the left, and of course the big kingpin for your bowling, laser tag, and there's a big arcade in there. Best thing, you can have meals, and they have got a licensed bar as well. So fairly busy spot up here. So we're just heading towards Bagot Road, and we will go on the backside of the big Bunnings superstore. So just heading around the back. Hopefully the driver turns on the windscreen wipers just to get rid of these droplets that we can see on the windscreen. Oh, actually that was me driving. Righto, so we're going to turn left, and this will put it onto Bagot Road. Righto. We do have to merge here. Darwin drivers aren't great mergers, but it looks like we've got a clear run, so we'll just jump across here. Okay, so we've skipped about 3 minutes of Bagot Road. Not much on there. Now this bit's pretty exciting. It's our one and only overpass in Darwin, so we're heading up to it. 70k speed limit, so we're just going to go over it and turn right. So this is where Bagot Road will meet Stewart Highway. Looks like there's a bit of water on the road, so there's been a bit more rain in this area. As I say, it can be quite localised, raining in one suburb and not the next. And we'll just merge right here. If we took the left up here at these lights, you can get down onto the new Tiger Brennan Drive, which is another way into the city. We might take a look at that at another time. Now we've just gone past a big water tank on the left. These were built in most suburbs due to the Cyclone Tracy back in '74. It was a big issue not having enough water, or fresh water, fresh drinking water. So you'll see another one on the right there. That's on Goyder Road, which is where the MVR is. So we're just going round, and we will go through Stewart Park, and we are on Stewart Highway, named after John McDougall Stewart, and this will go all the way to Adelaide, 2,800 kilometres or thereabouts. So we're just getting into Stewart Park here. Just coming up on the left is a street called Eden Street, and at one time there was maybe, I don't know, about 20 people that came from my original hometown in southwest Australia. From one small hometown, probably about 20 people up here at that time, around about 85 I think it was. Some stayed, but most have moved on now. A lot of these buildings can be a little bit run down. So this is one of the original suburbs. So yeah, look, it's not the most attractive entrance to a city, but got a few car yards around the place. A few of the old tin roofs on the right there. So this will take us through, and very soon you should be able to see a lot of the new, well, we call them high-rise apartments. Not like in most cities though. So that's about the only changes in Darwin over the last 20 years or so. We've got a lot more apartments. So as we go through these car yards, we will get to a very small bridge called Daley Street Bridge. So from this bridge onwards, for about the next 400 metres, is called Daley Street. So the Stewart Highway finishes right now. As you can see right in front of us, a bit of blue sky peeking through, big storms, I would say on the other side of the harbour, maybe down the Berry Springs, Darwin River area. Yeah, the road doesn't look too wet here, so I think the rain's been fairly mild. So we'll just continue through these lights, and this one that we're going to cross now is called Kavanagh Street, one of the main drags of the city.
Yeah, that's alright.
Just wait for this bus to get through so we don't get stuck in the middle.
So I don't want to get stuck in the middle.
You see a lot of these new trees planted in the medium strips here. In 2018 we had Cyclone Marcus, which knocked over a lot of the older ones, a lot of the older mahoganies. So they've ripped a lot of them out. Thankfully they've kept this nice big one right in the middle of the roundabout.
Right up until
So they've planted all these new trees, and only a short time ago, so they haven't had time to put much shade about. Alright, so we're just cutting to a bit of footage on the left, just so you can see some of the shops. We're actually in Mitchell Street now,
famous monsoons.
past the Melaleuca on Mitchell. A few of the old accommodation places, Wisdom Bar.
Put your window down if you want.
Right, so we're just going to do that street again. Good old monsoons. And the laneway. Okay, so here we go, just a forward view looking down Mitchell Street, which if anybody's been to Darwin, you'll know all about Mitchell Street. Performing Arts Centre just on the right there, the famous Hahnemann restaurant. Just coming up what used to be Duck's Nuts. It was a Sizzler before that, and then next to it was the cinema, which has been closed for a couple of years now. Big hole in the ground on the left, which hasn't changed for about 5 years. They're just coming through here. This is where your main party zone is. Fairly civilised and quiet in the day, but it gets very busy in the evenings and gets quite crazy after midnight. Mitchell Centre on the right there, a few shops, and you've got a Coles in there as well. Alright, so we're just about the end of Mitchell Street here. So we're just going to cross through. The Hilton is that taller building that you can see on the left. And then we'll just go up to the corner to the new Hotel Darwin. Not the original, of course, that got bulldozed. And yeah, that's just a drive into the city from the airport. And we'll explore the rest of the town and suburbs in a newer video. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.